everybody, and welcome back to the Mercury Farms Start From Scratch Hard Economic Difficulty Let's Play series with me, CWATTYESO. At the end of the last episode, we'd made a massive breakthrough and discovery in that basically the best way to make money as someone who doesn't own traditional fields and does traditional farming is to basically be a production centre and produce the things that everyone else on the map needs to do their traditional farming. Which means we first did some fertiliser we made some fertiliser which sold very nicely and has left me in a very good financial position starting out today, and why we now need to sort of crack on a bit and do some of the other stuff and things. I'm still apparently a weightless farmer. That's alright, all well and good. So, got the truck parked down here. He's obviously delivered some manure at some point. I must have done that off of camera. So quick run round. How we doing with our stations down here? This is our fertiliser station, isn't it? So still got a little bit left in there. We will be needing that though for our own purposes. I did go ahead and get field 51 that I purchased in the last video ploughed. So this is ploughed and ready. I'm just going to check, make sure it doesn't require liming and fertilising. It doesn't. It's all been done and taken care of. I got that done as well. So jobs are good. Basically, I am now going to seed this field with grass. And this is going to be my grass field. I still haven't chopped down the hedge. That is something that's going to happen. I am going to get a Brooks, and I'm basically just going to drive through the hedge and remove it. I don't think I can do it with the new Bush Bandit mod, because of course this is actually a fence and it's got wooden bits in. If it was just bushes, there is a new mod out from Iconic called the Bush Bandit, which allows you to just basically drive round, plough and remove bushes, and then put the normal ground back. I think is it in here under miscellaneous? No, it's under miscellaneous tools. This thing. So it ploughs, removes bushes, foliage, fields and stuff like that, and then it's got the roller on the back, which does obviously restores the original ground stuff and things. So that's all well and good. Right, we'll grab our seeder. So I'm going to plant grass, and then once I've done the grass, what I plan to do, and I probably said this in the last video, is the field 60 that currently has the grass on it, that's going to get ploughed up, dug up, and that will become, I'm going to basically put canola on that, because I'm going to start producing my own fuel, diesel fuel, and also pig food, which we can take and sell to the animal dealership to make ourselves a bit of money. Any excess diesel we get from canola production will go and be sold at the garden centre place and make us hopefully some more money. And I also am going to be ploughing a couple of, maybe in another field on that hillside over there, where I can plant some grain crops. I've hit the edge of the map. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. And then we can start producing seed, because we've got the fertiliser. We're producing the fertiliser, so then I just need some crop, so then I can start producing seed. And once we've done that, we're definitely on a winner. And hopefully I can expand my operations and stuff, and hopefully I can start thinking about maybe getting myself a nice little actual house. Right, I need a GPS course, please. I haven't actually saved one. Okay. Not to worry, we'll just make one. Unfold the sour. This will then give us the correct working width. Hey presto. Right. Like I say, we'll get the grass seeded. Then this can be our grass field for making silage and stuff, which will be very useful for making digestate down the road. And obviously keeping our fertiliser and other production facilities going. So yeah, let's get this seeded and then we can jump over, get that grass field ripped up, get it resized a little bit and get some canola on it. I'm then gonna have to obviously buy a harvester because we don't own a harvester. We will need one. It will then enable me as well to use that harvester when I do contracts for the other local farmers, and it will save me incurring that ridiculous lease fee for borrowing their equipment, and hopefully as well stop me incurring that ridiculous fine that is displayed on the contract screen when you've completed for missing crops. Yeah, the hedge definitely needs to go because I can't really turn around very well. So that is definitely on the cards to be done. Didn't really get the overlap right on this bit. If you remember, I bought this field because a farmer was only going to pay me 11 grand to mow it, bale it, wrap it, and then deliver the bales. And I felt he was basically taking the mick with that price, especially as I was going to have to either buy or borrow mowers, balers, bale collectors, and stuff like that. It would have cost me more than what he was paying me. So I figured it actually makes more sense for me just to buy this field. Buy the field and then I can use it in the longer run to make my money for me. But like I say, I do need to make a few little adjustments, like stripping out the hedges so I've got a bit of room to work and move around. Even if I come down here with a mower, I'm baling up the grass myself, I'm going to have to be able to turn around with the baler on the back of the tractor, or the bale stacker. It's a good job this field, I managed to fertilise this field to the correct state beforehand. What I did basically, I cultivated it, fertilised it, and then I ploughed it because that changes the field state, and then I was able to fertilise again, and that gets me my two stage, because obviously this seeder doesn't fertilise, it only seeds. So it's a slight drawback, I must admit, in my plans, because it means I'm going to have to fertilise my crops, my canola and me seed crops. Yeah, that field's gonna go. That hedge is definitely gonna go. I'm also thinking, I'll probably mention this in the last video, buying this little bit of land. because this is, according to the signpost, should be, I'll show you the signpost again if you haven't watched the last video, the Mercury Poultry Farm, but you come over here and there are no chicken coops. So I'm thinking of buying that land and putting my own chicken coops on it and setting up my own poultry farm, and then basically I can then sell the eggs and make a bit of money from egg selling, because again I don't believe there's anybody on the map doing that. Another market we can get into and make our own. And like I say, it won't be too bad. I can buy a lot of like the chicken feed and stuff like that. I can buy that, all that sort of stuff from the store. I haven't got to grow it, and I'll make, and it can come out of the profit from the cost of buying the feed for the chickens. Can come out of the profit we make from selling the eggs. But we're going to get this, like I say, get the grass replanted. It's nearly 4 o'clock, so this will be basically take me up to the end of today. I'll probably have to sleep through the night before I can make a start on that field down there. Putting the canola field in. I haven't actually even got the diesel production building in yet. I didn't think that was necessarily something I needed to buy straight away. Otherwise it's just going to cost me upkeep whilst it's sat there doing nothing until I've actually got the canola harvested and ready to unload. I don't need it. It also gives me a chance to go and thin out them trees that are in that area, so I can get a few more of my production buildings in there. Maybe get some concrete put down for them, some hard standing, as opposed to just planting them on grass. And all this is possible because I made fertiliser in the last episode, and we've got quite a bit of money in the account now, so it gives me a chance to spend it and get some stuff set up. I don't really want this series to be too long. I don't want this series to be like 100 episodes long like the Fenton series. I'd like to keep this series a little bit shorter. You know, show people how you can play and start the game and go down an additional road and still make progress and make profit. An alternative play style. Again, it helps when you've got a map author like Alien Jim who really puts time into the map to actually offer you the option to do alternative things. There aren't a lot of maps where you can sell fertiliser and seed and stuff like that, and pig food and other products. Alien Jim adds them to his map. He may not advertise it, you may not notice it on the finance screen and that, but if you're prepared to experiment on his maps, you can find quite a bit of stuff that he's put in there and hidden for people to who do go and explore to find and make use of. Thankfully though, grass doesn't actually use that much seed. It's a pretty economic crop, so I should still have plenty left over in this machine once I've finished to, as I say, redo the canola field. To do my canola field over there. Get me and get another field ploughed in, ready for doing, you know, wheat harvest on. So I've got some stuff to make some seed. I may even get round at some point in the not too distant future to actually put in a proper house for me to live in, and then I can knock down the tent and reallocate stuff. Might be able to put it back there somewhere when I do my poultry farm. Might be able to put in a small farmhouse building. I think I've got a small farmhouse building mod, which I can use. Would go very nicely. I've got the Alien Gym Mercury Farm like shed pack and that installed as well. So if I want to put any vehicle sheds in at any time once the fleet starts, and equipment sheds once the fleet starts to grow a bit, then I can put them in and they're visually in keeping with the theme of the map. Completely forgot as well, I should just seed down the hill, shouldn't I? Because I'm going a lot slower uphill. I keep forgetting I should lift the seeder up at the bottom and just drive back up to the top. I'd have had this field done a lot faster. $11 miles an hour downhill. The sower is actually at 18.4% damage on that hood in the bottom right hand corner of the screen that you probably can't see because obviously my video watermark and my avatar is probably covering it. But the sower's at 18.4%, where the weight on the front of the tractor is 8.1%. I've never understood why weights suffer wear. They don't do anything. And the tractor is at 8.1% as well. So, all my equipment's still pretty good. I'm going to worry about maintenance costs at the minute. Like I just said, the sower is at 1/5 of its wear, and we'll need a bit of a tune-up. We'll probably need a tune-up before anything else. Although I haven't checked my ploughs and cultivators. So we'll get this field sowed and seeded properly with grass. And then, as I say, we'll go back and we'll rip up field 60. Make that a bit more useful. Is where it starts to grind down a bit, get a bit bogged down on this steep incline. Go, done it, made it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Don't tap into a vehicle whilst you're in the middle of seeding. Oh look, there's the jumbo jet up there, look. Obviously taken off from some local airport, ferrying some would-be holiday makers off on their vacations. Maybe heading to the Costa del Sol or somewhere like that. Who knows where that plane's going. The other fella, I haven't seen him buzzing about for a couple of hours. I imagine he's around somewhere though. I haven't seen him yet. He normally flies over, doesn't he? Unless he's gone home for his dinner. Nearly 20 to 6 in the evening. May have given up his private flying for today. I'm also happy that I actually got rid of that New Holland tractor in favour of this case. It is nice having the slightly bigger, more powerful machine to do jobs like this. The New Holland would have definitely struggled to pull this seeder up this hill. Although the New Holland can handle the seeder quite happily, I think it would have struggled with the terrain. And like I say, it certainly wasn't. The New Holland wasn't good enough for ploughing purposes. It was too low in horsepower. So this is all right. This is a nice little upgrade from that. No doubt somebody will get a good deal from Doris at the store on my New Holland tractor. It's barely been run in, really. So it's more like an ex-demo machine. I don't know, I probably won't need anything bigger than this actually on this map, on this series. Ultimately I may have to go back and buy another small or medium tractor to assist me with some tasks, like if I do get into doing the whole chicken farming thing, being able to deliver some wheat to them, or just buy a couple more of these. The trouble is I need a tractor. I would need a machine with a front loader, wouldn't I, really? I hate to clean up the mess that the chickens make. And to also provide them with their wheat or barley requirements. And there's not a lot of large tractors that will accept a front loader attachment, or can be configured with a front loader attachment. So I would probably have to drop back down to a medium tractor. See what case offer in there in that category, maybe. But we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Nearly at the end of the field, the GPS just giving me the bleeps, letting me know the edge is approaching. The hedge also obviously does that when I bump into it every time. Couple more strips to do, and then we are finished. I like the way there's a sticker there that says, with hammer, break glass. Why do I want to break the glass on my nice new tractor? This is a bit of a daft suggestion. Hey, spend, you know, £300,000 on a tractor and then vandalise it. Void your warranty instantly by taking a hammer to it. What a crazy suggestion for a sticker. Blip, blip. Thinking 4 more rows, more or less. But this field's a lot bigger, so we should get plenty of grass off of this. We'll be able to get plenty of grass, and we can make hay bales for the animal dealership. We can make silage bales for the dealership, and for obviously the BGA. You know, gives us a bit more scope to do a few more things. I don't realise just how steep actually this hill is. It's quite a severe slope, that. I don't need like an oxygen mask and rebreather unit by the time I get to the peak. Surprised there ain't snow up here. With how high it is. People skiing down it. That would be, oh, imagine that when Seasons mod comes out and it snows in the winter. Someone best make a sledge mod. Somebody had better come out with a sledge mod when Seasons comes out. That's all I'm gonna say. There better be a sledge mod. Make use of farm dog as well. The farm dog, he could pull the sledge. He could be like a husky. Dog pull transport for the winter. I might have one and well, 2 more lanes to do after this, I think, looking at it. That's a job well done, that is, getting this field ploughed and everything, and then getting it reseeded in the same day is pretty good going. Especially with everything else we did in the last video. We've definitely made good use of our time today. We've just got to keep doing that. That's the thing when you're a self-employed person like I am, sat here in the tractor. You've got to put the graft in to get the reward for it. Which again, absolutely staggers me when the other farmers on this map will let fields with perfectly good crops wither. And then just ring me up and say, can you come and plough it? Like we saw in the last video as well. Can't believe they would do that. £7 PM, so once I've got this done, we'll drive back over to the tent, we'll have a night's sleep. And, set about doing some jobs over on that field, on that bit of land over there tomorrow. Like I say, I may go and lease the brooks again, just so I can take out a few more of them trees quickly. I can also get this fence took out whilst I've borrowed it. Take out the fence from the bottom of the field all the way up the side of the field and along the top. And that'll give me nice easy access then for getting in here and doing what I need to do with this field. Just got under half a tank of seed left, so it's no worries. We'll definitely finish this field, and like I say, we should have enough to hopefully get the canola replanted. Down to 6 miles an hour because the sower is now at 27.9% damage and wear. So we've actually put quite a bit of pain on that, haven't we? Right, I'm actually going to go back to my field this way, back to my camp. Rather than mess with the road and the speeding cars. Either there, we will require the plough. Simple reason, I don't think I've actually got the mod enabled on this save that allows me to make fields with a cultivator. Otherwise I could have used the cultivator. So, 7:15 in the evening, I'm going to have a bite to eat, and I'll be back bright and early in the morning. Good 12 hours sleep, get ourselves nice and refreshed. There we go. Right, we know what we're doing today then. So we'll drive the tractor over to the field ready to do the ploughing. You'll notice I'm not being distracted by looking at the contract screen at this point in time. It's like I want to get these jobs done. The other farmers, they'll just have to do without me for the time being. Basically, this is the area I'm going to be working in. Here we go. There is a slightly different texture to show you where the field starts and where it ends. I'm going to get lined up on that bit. As I say, I will make it a little bit wider when I get round to ploughing it, but that's not what I'm going to do first. What I'm going to do first is go grab our truck. I'm going to go back and see Doris. At the store. Lease the Brooks offer again. As I say, come back, strip out a few trees so I've got room to put in some of my production buildings and lay down some concrete foundations. And morning, Doris. Please may I have the lease of a Brooks for a few hours. Thank you. You are a superstar, Doris. You really are. Keep up the good work. Doesn't necessarily always position it in the easiest spots for me to pick it up. Hey ho, there we go. So drop the covers off of there. I can get the wood chips in here, which is pretty useful. Hold a good decent amount as well in this org wagon. So what we'll do is we'll unfold the Brooks pipe out. We'll take the ones out from behind it first. So all these trees down here are going to go. So up to it. Get rid of the main tree. Then remove the stump. Simples. So much time saved. Chopping the tree down, delimiting it, slicing it up into small pieces that I can pick up and throw into a standalone chipper. This is much better and more capable way of doing it. And for PC and console players, there will be a similar machine to this coming to the mod hub in-game. Black Sheep Modding are bringing out a similar type of machine and tool to this at some point. So people who want to remove trees quickly and easily, you will have options shortly. Great demand at Windmill Hill and a great demand at Sweet Potato. Neither thing that applies to me. If that said sawmill, I probably would have been very excited at that point. I'll be like, oh, perfect timing. I'm going to take this one out as well. And we'll do that one over there. I know technically that's not really going to be in the way there. It's more a decorative thing. But sometimes you may get a tree that doesn't want to chop down, even with the blocks, in which case lift it up and attack it a little bit higher up and basically cut it down in stages. Grind it up, grind the stump down a bit more, and then lower it back down. Grind away the rest of the stump. See, job's a good one. They're all gone. And I should be able to do the hedgerow. What's going on? Surely I can just drive down here and remove these. Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? I'm guessing what Alien Jim wants me to do is manually come find all the posts and chop them down. I'll find it. There we go. And having done that, hopefully I can then hop in my truck, get rid of the stumps. So it'll take me a bit longer than I wanted. I've got to chop them manually down with the chainsaw first, but then I can actually still use this to remove the logs and the stumps afterwards. So I do remove all the logs and stumps. It's a shame that it doesn't, because the hedge has got collision on it as well, I'm assuming. Anyway, that's not a problem. I can run around and do that. which I can probably do now off of camera for a few hours before bringing you back to show you the ploughing and terrain alteration over there. So basically I'm just going to start in here somewhere, find a fence post. Basically just work my way through, finding them, chopping them down. That didn't really remove all that, did it? I think there's foliage mixed in here. This tree. Bushes. That might be where that bush bandit comes in useful for getting rid of them in a few moments. Well, we'll carry on and do this. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, do me a favour, please go ahead and click that like button. If you are not currently a subscriber of the channel, but would like to be notified when new content gets uploaded, make sure you press that subscribe button. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions or feedback, please feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. And also feel free to share this video wherever and with whomever you see fit. I've been CWATTYESO. This has been the Mercury Farms Start From Scratch Hard Economic Difficulty Let's Play series, and I'll be back again with some more content very soon. Goodbye for now.